Check this.
Well, hello, JohnBParker here, back with another episode of Forever Stranded. It's been a bit since I played, so how you guys doing? I haven't said that in a while. I'm doing pretty well today. Doing pretty well. So there may be you may notice a few changes in my hotbar, and that is simply because I was getting a little tired of the tinker stuff. Where is it? Right here. So I ended up making this demonic metal cobalt ardite manual and shuriken, and if you look at it, it says plus 6.72 attack damage, ammo 137. Now that'll last us for quite a bit, even with the diamond. I added a diamond to it as a reinforcement, and that added a couple, like 30 or so ammo. And so the problem with that is that runs out rather quickly. When I was down looting, if you look at the mini-map, I was down just exploring that cave from last time, or I guess it's an abandoned mine shaft. There didn't end up being any chests. It was kind of stupid. There just ended up being a whole bunch of mobs and like cave spider spawners, so it was really kind of a pain in the butt, and it was nice to have a ranged weapon. So I went ahead, and if you look at the quest book, let's just look at the mindset here for a second. We look at the quest book. We start off in basic survival. I went ahead and I completed this because I was down there. I killed all of these guys. I don't know why it says 0. I completed it. I collected this. It won't let me collect another one, I don't think. Yeah, it won't let me collect another one. So if we look here, we start off in basic survival, and we got all this cool stuff, and then we end up with the toughest nails down here. Pam's. I completed a few Pam's things. I'm not really too worried, just to complete the quests. That's really the only reason I did it. Then we go to Tinka Pow, right? We get Tinkers. I went ahead and I got the Iron Toolkit. This is really probably just for some epic bacon. We'll go with the epic bacon because these kind of things, mending moss, we don't necessarily need, because now we're not using Tinkers anymore, and this is gonna, the mending moss basically just helps, it like auto repairs it. And then I don't need Silk Touch. We don't have ores to go mine and stuff like that. I can get Silk Touch easy enough if I want it. So we have the Tinkers here. We have some immersive. We have the basic generators, and then we have our more better. I don't think that's the proper terminology, but hey, we have our better power gen here, which we went ahead and did. And the steam, I don't know if we're gonna get to, because that requires just a lot of time played. I went ahead and crafted these. We don't need any of these, but whatever. So then we get down to technological revolution, and we have Ender IO. Basically, this is mostly Ender IO, and then applied Energistics, which we're gonna get to. And then at some point, I don't remember which quest it was I completed. I have no idea. It may have been these ones here, but then this opened up, creating life. So the first one that opened up was this one here. So we need 64 seeds, and I just went ahead and did that to get a chicken, because getting a chicken, where was it? Right here is what was able to get us. No. We need the chicken to get the cow, because we need 20 eggs. So let's talk about this quest here for a minute. We have this. You may have noticed a complete lack of native life on this planet, whatever, yada yada. These quests are repeatable. So when we hover over, you can see there's a cooldown, 13 minutes and 42 seconds. It's a 4-hour cooldown. And it's the same thing for the villagers, right? So you have 4 blocks of emeralds in your inventory. They don't consume them. And every 4 hours you can get a villager spawn egg. Now I went ahead and I did this because I wanted this lifeblood crystal. And oh boy, let's go ahead and get that out of here. I went ahead and I got these are all the things that we got from the quests. And one of those was the lifeblood crystal, and I'm eating it now, yes. And then we have our 3 loot chests, which are probably not going to be very good if our if our past is any history. And so, anyway, here's what I was going for. Here's what I was going to explain. In all of those quests, did you hear me say anything about thermal? No. I don't know if thermal is in Moving Worlds or Collector. I know for a fact thermal isn't here, because this is all about just getting different animals and stuff. You need this and that to get, this and that, and yada yada. So, there's no thermal here. Everything is either Ender.io, Applied Energistics, Tinker's Construct, Immersive Engineering, or Tough as Nails. So, the mod pack, as far as the quest book goes, doesn't guide you down the path for thermal. Well, I really like thermal, and thermal is like my favorite mod of all time. And well, Redstone Arsenal. Redstone Arsenal is thermal anyway. It's a mod that's made by the same guys that uses the same stuff. So, this does more damage. This flux infused bow, even though we don't have the quiver in this version of the pack, the flux infused bow here, and I got Infinity from that book that we got back in like episode 3 or 4 when we went on that adventure. Maybe it was episode 2. I'm not 100%. Maybe it was 2 or 3 or 4, one of those early ones. So I went ahead and I put Infinity on it, and when I empower it, it can one shot any mob, and so that's how I was able to complete that mob quest so easily. And then we have the hardened flux capacitor, which we made a few episodes back, that we didn't have a use for, but now we do. But the only difference is it must remain in our hotbar for it to work. So this will charge, the flux capacitor here will charge our bow and our battle wrench. And just in case that doesn't work or that runs out or I don't know, we have backups. I made the magma crucible and the fluid transposer basically to make the flux electrum, right? Where is it? There it is. Actually, I made the flux electrum this way in the alloy smelter. But what was it that we needed to make? What was it? It was the these things right here, the flux crystals. You need the fluid transposer, so you had to melt down some redstone. What do we got all set up? Slice and splice, sag mill, and then the wireless charger from Ender.io. This thing basically charges everything within a certain range, even these things. It's really cool. So having the flux capacitor, I'm not sure if it's necessary because we have the wireless charger, but what's the harm of keeping it on us? I don't see the harm of keeping it on us. In case we get out of range of the wireless charger, then that's going to be a nice little backup for us. So after that big long-winded explanation, we have a derpy mechanic freaking villager and an apiarist that is good for nothing because we're probably not going to get into forestry. This is different from last time. I just doubled it up. Literally just doubled it up. We're making lava twice as fast. And lava isn't the difficult production here. It's the redstone that's the difficult production. Anyway, long story short, I want to get into Applied Energistics. Well, now Applied Energistics is very, very... Some of the recipes have changed. So now to get into our basic stuff, if we look here, technological revolution, I went ahead and I made 6 fluid crystals. It's pretty easy. It basically explains to you how to craft them in JEI, and then a pure, and a pure for Nether, Fluix, and Certus. One thing that I don't necessarily like about the way that the quest book is laid out is you have to craft these before you craft the energy acceptor. Now, to craft the pure versions, you have to take the seed version of whichever one you want to craft, which would be either nether quartz crystals, flux crystals or certus quartz crystals. You have to craft the seed version of it, which is literally just, let's go ahead really quick, right? Drop a certus quartz seed made from certus quartz dust and sand into a puddle of water. To make the process faster, add crystal growth accelerators. Okay, so now let's just say, what's a crystal growth accelerator? You don't even have to worry about that. You take, certus quartz dust and sand, you combine it in your inventory, and you can make the seeds. And then all you do is you drop those seeds into a puddle of water. Well, I did that, and after about 15 minutes, it was like 2%. So I'm like, okay, how do you speed this up? Crystal growth accelerators, right? I got 5 of them. There's 1 there, and then there's 4 here. Well, these things have to be online. If you look closely, the 4th line up on our Wayla is device online. Okay, so they have to be getting power. Well, these things don't hook up to anything other than applied Energistics power. And what I did was, well, how do you get applied Energistics power? You have to have an energy acceptor. And so these things, the pure versions, are required to unlock the quest that makes the energy acceptor, and it's a crafting task. I don't really care for that, because now I technically have to craft 2 energy acceptors. I don't need 2 energy acceptors. You technically need an energy acceptor to craft the vibration chamber, but the vibration chamber is basically a coal generator for applied Energistics. We are way past that, and I'm not even going to do this for the loot chest. I'm not going to do this quest. Not even for 100% completion. I don't really care. Because it generates like 1 to 10, basically 1 to 10 like RF a tick. It's a different unit, but that's such a small number that I'm not interested in doing it. So anyway, what we have here is we have a branch off from our main power coming from over there. Hits an energy acceptor. I put an energy cell, which is basically like applied Energistics version of a capacitor bank. And then you just have the cables running underneath to all of them. And then ended up only taking about a minute, which was amazing. So yeah, the quest book I think is a little backwards, but if you don't have power already and you want to craft the pure version, unless it was intended for you to sit here and probably take 2 hours to get a pure crystal, I feel like the quest book's a little backwards. But hey, rant aside, it's just one quest. We're not that worried about it. So what are we gonna do here? We have all of this stuff here because we want to craft. Let's go ahead and collect this. I think I'm just gonna take the flux crystals. They're a little more difficult to craft. So we're gonna craft the ME chest and a 1K ME storage cell because it gets us another lifeblood crystal. How great is that? That is fantastic. So let's look in here. What do we need for the ME chest? Right here. Oh, we're gonna need, these things aren't that difficult to make, but we need the ME terminal. The terminal's gonna be the hard part because we need the logic processor, which means we need printed silicon, and we need inscribers. So I went ahead and I made enough stuff to get 4 inscribers. Here we go. We need to get this process started. I don't know why I made 4, because the process has changed actually. To make these, you need just this, but usually you need to make them, for each one of these circuits, these printed versions, you need a crafter for, or a inscriber for it. But you don't now. That's why I said the recipe has changed. So hey, we made 4. Resources be damned. It wasn't that big of a deal. We're gonna go ahead and I do believe I have a cable right there. Where's my cable? Do I have any more cable? Did I not grab any more cable? I don't think I used it all. I know I made more than enough. The cable is easy enough to make. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So this base ME glass cable flux, I think that there's different colors, so it's just cable. And there it is. It's attached. Let's go ahead and set this up right here. Bada bing. Okay. Actually, let's kind of make this look a little cooler. Let's try and make this look a little cooler. Now, when I first looked into starting Applied Energistics, it was a little overwhelming. But yeah, we're only gonna need 3. But you know, when I actually looked through it, it was really just the fact of crafting stuff, and that's not that big of a deal. We're playing modded, so a lot of things in modded Minecraft is either A, adventuring and exploration, right, with different mods, or it's B, crafting stuff, right? So I'm not too worried about the crafting of things. ME terminal, we need logic process, so we need printed silicon. Where's my silicon? Oh, I put the silicon in here. That's why. Let's put that stuff away. All right. I made a whole bunch of silicon. There we go. Silicon's going to be important. Now, if y'all say silicone and I say silicon and it bothers you, I'm sorry, not sorry. Anyway. All right. So we're going to need a whole bunch of this. Let's just craft a stack of that, because I made enough to craft basically a stack of most everything. And now the printed logic circuits, which we need advanced circuits for, which I grabbed a whole bunch of stuff for it. All right, and the insulated copper, there we go. We went out and we got a whole bunch of that stuff. Oh yeah, printed logic circuits. There we go. What are we missing? Redstone. I must have put it back. 1, 2, 3. I guess we got 3. That's fine. We're gonna need redstone for most of this stuff here, and probably iron as well. Here we go. Here we go. All right, let's make. I guess we're making 10 of these. Okay. Now there's probably a faster way we can do this, but I can't be bothered to do that. Let's just. I mean, this is. By the time I type it in and do all that. Did we get these already? No, we did not. We did not. We don't have gold. Why don't we have gold? I thought I grabbed all this stuff. There we go. There we go. Okay. Printed logic circuits. We can get 10 of them. That'll be enough. So we have 10 of these, and we'll do 64, and then we have redstone. So now we need to go over to the inscriber, and these things will print out. We can come back and make some other stuff while that works. All right. Now, this is a version of Applied Energistics that is before the advanced inscriber, so we need 3 of these. I do believe we need 3, so let's just sit here and we'll make 3, and then we'll come back and we'll craft some other things. Applied Energistics in this, we're not even gonna get a full thing today. We're just really gonna get the ME chest. It's a simple version of an ME of an Applied Energistics storage system. So there we go. We got the 3. Lonely. See, that's something weird that's been happening. Where's lonely? I don't know. Weird quest. This quest here completed like 6 times. I didn't collect the rewards 6 times. It just wouldn't stop. It just wouldn't stop collecting. See, now there's oh, I know what it means. I know what it means. It's this. These things. Okay, so there we go. You see that? It'll tell you when it's ready to go again. That's cool. All right, I like it. So we still needed the ME chest, which means we needed the ME terminal. Now we just need a regular panel, right? Illuminated panel is fine. We are missing the quartz glass and some iron. Oh, because we didn't make the quartz glass yet. That's right. Quartz glass is simply regular glass with the Certus quartz dust. And there's some stuff in here we don't need anymore. What do we not? Okay, we don't need all of these. I don't think we need any of these, actually. We'll put that guy back. These are done. We're done with those. That should be enough space. That should be enough space. Now, we don't need too much of this Certus quartz glass. So let's just make like 36. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, that's a bright illuminated panel. We don't need that. Iron. Iron. I must have put it back when I clicked something on this thing or something. I don't know. Or maybe I just didn't even have it. Whatever it is. Doesn't matter. Illuminated panel. We get 3 of them, so that's actually really nice, because we're gonna probably make a few of these. Oh, wait, where did I go? This right here. Okay, so we need the 2 cores. That's what we needed the 3rd one for, and we need some fluix dust. Did I not make any fluix dust? So there's the fluix. What is that? That's obsidian. I must not have made any fluix dust. Do I have any fluix on me? I think that might be why I have the fluix on me. Where's that sag mill? Sag mill. Haha, sag mill, sag mill. So this is why I set up this sag mill right over here. Was basically for pulverizing all the stuff that I, you know, whatever. We had the flint, right? You can see main output, bonus output, power reduction. There's different things you can put up here, but flint is the easiest one to acquire. We are actually acquiring it en masse from the sag mills here, which I think we look at the process. I haven't refilled any of this, and this is still how many we have from, what, like 3 episodes ago of setting this up. Yeah, it goes, those things last a long time. And that thing has always been running, whether I've had it filled with sand or not. Alright, let's take a look here. There we go. We got 2 formation cores. Now we need the annihilation cores, and we need nether quartz. We need some nether quartz. Give me some. Give me some. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, annihilation core. Now we got 2 annihilation cores. And we need the ME terminal again. And oh, it looks like the last thing we're missing is a regular fluix crystal. I probably shouldn't have grounded up so many. There we go. There we go. There we go. Oh, look at that. We got the ME chest. Nice. So the other thing that we needed was to craft a 1K storage component, right? And I do believe I have all the stuff for that as well. We need to craft this storage cell right here. So let's go back into the crafting table. 1K ME storage, so we should have everything except for the storage component, which means we should have everything except for the logic processor, because we need one more. Huh. Alright. We're getting pretty close here to having an ME storage chest, which I think is just going to be a chest that holds 1,000 items. And you can probably fill it with more than just the 1K. Well, you probably can. Yeah, definitely can fill it. There's a logic processor. That's exactly what we needed. Okay, I don't know why I didn't make that before. Or maybe we needed more than 3. Hey, you know, sometimes you try to add them up, but I've learned from my, you know, I don't know if you call them mistakes in the past, but I've learned that just grab stacks of stuff, man. And there's the 1K, and that's an achievement as well. Better than chest, craft a storage cell, and we also got that quest done. And oh, there we go. Hollow projector. Ooh, moving worlds opened up. Okay, we'll definitely take a look at that next time. Definitely take a look at that next time. But then we're gonna get our lifeblood crystal. Oh wait, we get them all? We get them all. Item reward, beauty. That's awesome right there. Yay. So the next step is to craft an ME controller and to get more advanced into it. And that is fantastic. Let's go ahead and put some of this. I made way too much stuff here. We're going to go ahead and we're going to dump all of this stuff that'll dump into here. And then we're going to come over here. We're going to dump this stuff this way. Get out of my inventory. Get out. Get out. Okay. Let's take a look at this. Okay. You get out too. Let's take a look at this ME chest. I don't know if it has to be online. It does. Alright. That's fine. We'll take a look at this really quick and then we're getting out of here. Oh yeah. Because this video has gone on pretty long. Where is it? Let's get rid of one of these. We shouldn't. Why did we do that? Why did we do that? Let's do this right here. Boom. You can see, yep, now it's online. Throw that into there. And what do we do? Where do we go? Do we not have... I don't know if this is just storage or whatever, but looks like we can throw a whole bunch of stuff into here. We might need a... There it is. You got to click on the top. Okay. Alright, so we can throw you in there, and then this basically is just a small version of a ME system. That is really handy. Awesome. Alright, let's get out of here. I really hope y'all stick with this episode. The Applied Energistics and the updates. I hadn't recorded for a week because of what's been happening, you know, and work and stuff like that. So part of it was catching up for you guys. Part of it was catching up for me as well. So, I hope you guys are okay with the fact that this video is going to be a little longer. And applied Energistics just in its nature is going to make it a little bit longer. So as we eat this, oh yes, we're almost to full hearts, and we're getting closer to the end. We're getting closer to the end. We're not getting close to the end, but it is what it is, you know. So I'm JohnBParker, guys. If you enjoyed the episode, I would appreciate it if you guys hit that like button. It really helps me out. And if you enjoy what you're watching, go ahead and check out some of my other videos. They're pretty much the same, where, you know, derps and rambles and stuff like that. And if that entertains you, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It really helps me out. And have yourselves a great day. With